Good morning, guys. How y'all doing? I'm doing all right. It's another midday here in Cleveland. So let's just get some of that Palo Santo. Clean up the energy. Start fresh, right? Start the day fresh. And before I do anything, I'm just going to say, just remember that sometimes, like, these lessons that we go through, that we suffer with, right? Sometimes they create amazing changes, right? So I feel like it's so important just to remember that there is a plan, right? And it's not your plan. Just in case you thought that's what it was. It's not your plan. There's a plan. It's the plan of your higher self. You might not have any information on it though. So like I said, there is a plan. So always keep that in mind that there is a plan. I'm just gonna pull like a couple cards and just kind of see what's the vibe. And I might post it, I might not. I'm kind of in a weird energy today, and I don't know if this is gonna be for me or if it's gonna be for you. So let's see. So we got these Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. Just see what kind of advice we get today. I think we used them yesterday, and I really liked yesterday's reading. Very interesting. All right, let's get a couple cards for the collective. These are all mixed up, so it's hard to know if it's flipped on you, okay? I wonder what will happen next. Yeah, I do too. Let's see. Let's get a couple more. Just hit a quick little... Okay. We got, you can't go back to yesterday. We got that card yesterday. I guess. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Okay. I wonder what will happen next. You can't go back to yesterday. And clearly yesterday we had the same card. So even further back that you can't go. So like it looks like, not looks like, it feels like you've like kind of like accepted it. You've accepted whatever this is that had you in this kind of energy of like, what will happen next? I don't know what's coming. Kind of like off balance, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen next, right? That's yesterday. That's gone, right? You're no longer in that energy. You've accepted that whatever this situation was, it needs to be released. I guess just like that card was released. Sorry for the disruption. Kind of a weird day, like I said. Okay, we got growing up, and it's always tea time. So these are two that I'm not that familiar with, so I'm just going to read them real quick. As you grow old, you will become wise. If you were to stay young, there would be no real getting of wisdom. Alice does not wish to be old, but nor does she wish to stay unwise. So consider the benefits of becoming an elder. Reject the need to stay one age forever, for that will keep you from the growth your soul longs for. Okay? So it looks like this is a part of all this. It's like growing up is like letting go of like these illusions, like things are gonna work out, someone's coming to save the day, like letting go of those types of ideas and growing up and just becoming more mature, emotionally speaking, especially when it comes to your life. And then it's always tea time. We got, within the space you find yourself, there is an endless repetition as though you are stuck in a loop. First, become aware and recognize the cycle you are in. You have a chance to escape. Others about you are content to keep the cycle going. you stand outside of this. And it is within your power to change the pattern for yourself. Just like the same thing that I'm saying. Every card is reinforcing the previous card, right? Here we have It's Always Tea Time. It's like you're caught in this cycle, right? And directly tied to this about not being able to stay young instead of trying to stay one age forever and not changing. You know what I mean? It's time to evolve. This is what this is calling you to do, to evolve and expand your consciousness, your awareness to more, right? Because as we get older, we have the capacity to hold more, right? We've experienced more. We have more to draw from. So like this is calling you to get out of this repetitive cycle that you've been in, like this next card talks about, to get out of that cycle and move on, move forward. Don't be afraid to become the elder. Why? Because the elder is the smartest one in the room. Hello. That's it. That's all of it. That's all of it. This is telling you you've learned from your situations of the past, right? So that might make you right now the smartest person in the room. So what does that mean? It's your responsibility to help other people that are maybe falling behind, especially if they are looking to you for guidance. This is important, right? This is your community. You don't want to let others in your community fall in the same way you did. That doesn't mean that they won't, because some people only learn from their own experience. Others draw from other people's experiences. So really, you're being called to share what you've learned and move past that, though. Move into the next phase of your life and get out of the cycle, right? It appears that you're in a cycle of doing the same thing every day or of being in denial, right? It depends on whatever your situation is. Oh my God, my allergies are so crazy right now. My eyes are watering like crazy. Sorry. But it's like you're caught in this cycle and it's time to like move on to the next level. You've learned this. You've learned something here. It's like refusing to accept that you've learned the lesson. Right? It's like you already aced this test, but for some reason you want to keep going to that class and taking the test over and over again. Why? You already passed this test. I understand that sometimes to be in an environment where you already have surpassed, it could make you feel like comfortable, right? But then we all know that there's no growth in comfort. So it's time to move on and get out of that cycle. You can't go back to yesterday. You can't go back to wondering what will happen next. You got to grow up and face this. That's what I got. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.